Okay, thank you. Now, you said the day on which you were taken from Ermelo to that house that you do not know, it was actually your son who came to you, not so.
Uyasho ke ukuthi ngalela langa owathathwa ngalo eMelo bekhambisa ke bekisa kule ndawo ke noma ke lendlu ongayazi ukuthi ke indodana yakho yayikhona.
Yayikhona.
He was there.
And it is your son who said to you he was requesting you to come and meet other people who he was in company with or who were in his company.
Don't know English.
You
Your
don't know.
spirit is half naked.
You hesitate, Span, and I hesitate.
Oh, wangibezwe waqala wafona ngelinye ilanga the njalo uGininda yafuna.
He first called on a particular day and said, Gininda wants you.
Yes, but for now, we'll come on that particular day. But for now, let us talk about this day, the one that we
Yeah, these are the
nangaleli langa ke nguyofikile ngoba angithi uqala uGininda akaze endlini yami.
Even on this day, he's the one who arrived because Gininda doesn't know my house.
Yes.
Ngasike konye ngento ethile bebehamba naye indodana yami ukuthi konye uyazi.
I don't know with regards to certain things, whether he knew, I don't know.
Yes.
Ngabizwa yiyo ke ukuthi ke nami Gininda ekubisa.
It's my son who called me and said to me, Gininda is calling you.
Wayengazi uGininda la ngihlala khona.
Gininda didn't know my place of residence.
Yes, and then after your son has requested you to come meet Gininda, indeed you obliged, went to meet Gininda, who you found in the company of other people, not so.
Wase uya ke wena ku Gininda wamthola wamfica uGininda enabanye abantu. Yes.
And in fact, this person called Gininda because you did not know him before.
Ngoba ke wahlangana ke nayo uGininda ngoba ngaphambilini wawungamazi angithi.
Ngalelo langa ke bangena ke bathi sacela ukuthi sithi shy round like edrobheni.
Yes, it was on that day where they then asked me that we just make a turn in town.
Yes, and then
asebehamba uduke endlini nje nami engihlala kuye ngashiya ngavalile.
They just left, or they just drove in other words, they just proceeded with the journey. I even left my house not closed or locked.
yes. Now, did anyone say to you, Mr. Zungu, we are here, we have come to request you to accompany us to a particular place for this purpose?
Ingabe khona yini umuntu owasho kuwena wathi babuzungu sila ukuthi ke sizocela noma ke nayi inhloso yokuthi sibe lana ke sicela ukuthi uhambe nathi ke siya endaweni ethize. Ukhona yini umuntu owasho kuwena lokho? No one.
So they just said to you, Mr. Gininda, Mr. Zungu, may you please stand in the vehicle, and then we want to take a turn there in town, and then you go into the vehicle.
I am going to need somebody to resuscitate my lord. This is a good time for him to say, Gininda, to leave his family and his children to come and see you, Absolom Zungu. For what good reason? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Listen, Absolom Zungu's videos, as much as I try to keep the tone very light, there are parts that are really jaw-dropping, heart-wrenching, heartbreaking. And you think, no, it is not the kid next door. It is Absolom Zungu's son, his biological son, Sizwe Skhumbuzo Zungu, Constable Sizwe Skhumbuzo Zungu. He arrived at his father's house and said, Gininda wants to see you. Let's go. And he tells us even, the way he tells the story, I believe him. I haven't come to a part where I think that Absolom Zungu is misleading us. No, I haven't got to that part yet. Trust and believe, once I feel it, I'll let you know. But so far, no. He even says, I left my house. I didn't lock up because I thought we were just going around the block or two. We don't even know how far he went. If only Mnisi asked him how long does he think the drive was. But I don't think that he would be able to remember that. Remember, this is traumatic experience. I'm going to take you down to Madlanga Commission. The witness that they had there yesterday, and I'm going to be very brief about it. She, of course, was in her car. She was driving. And then the Mkulugutus came, okay? And then they just said, they literally tortured her. And she broke down right there and there in Madlanga Commission. These are traumatic events that are being related for Ubabuzung. the trauma. You can hear it, you can feel it. And now I think he's lived with it. It's been bottled inside him. And now he's more enraged. The more he talks about it, the more he's enraged. And he's not getting answers. What he really came to court for was actually to get answers. That's my belief, especially with regards to ever since Zungu came and they dropped him off after the statement was written. Zungu has never gone to see his dad, has never phoned either. This man is heartbroken. This is devastating. And I don't know why Zungu would do this. For a promotion? For money? And then involve 5 additional people. So it's his father plus the 5 accused. This is extremely sad. This is heartbreaking. Oh my goodness. Sorry for the background noise. My machine is running. But wow, guys. Like, the more you think about it, you can only pace yourself when watching this, because if you watch it in one long stretch, the series, it really, really is heartbreaking. So this video is the intro, because now we are going to go into the abduction of Absolom Zungu. Sizwe Skhumbuzo Zungu arrives with Gininda and gang and says, let's go, let's go. Wouldn't you go if your child says, let's go? My boss is outside. My boss wants to meet you. Let's go. And then they get in the car, and then they're not going in the direction that they told him that they were going to. Wow. This man is lucky to be alive. This man is lucky to be alive. Wow.
So, advocate, I've been sent to give you a farewell of disappointment. They are saying, I must say to you, you failed the SENZO MEYIWA family.
4:10. Wow! In the hour.
Your prosecutors have failed the SENZO MEYIWA families and many families, not necessarily him alone, but his case has been going on for many years, and people who were supposed to be, in their view, to be held accountable, they are untouchable. May you please, before you leave the office, encourage your prosecutors to do the right thing. This postponement, as my colleague was talking here about,
the time has expired.
so the half second is gone. Please, can you please consider that? Thank you so much, Chair. Thank you, Advocate.
Thank you, Chair. May I respond? I will try to be quick. Chair, I will not sit here and accept the blame on the part of the prosecutors for the absolute disaster in the prosecution of the SENZO MEYIWA case. I can give details of the fact that there were two teams in the police that were investigating this matter. One reporting to the minister, one reporting to the National Commissioner. And these teams were at loggerheads with each other. If I recall correctly, they may even, I stand to be corrected, they may even have been dockets open by one team against the other. It was a total mess. There were requests by the teams for specific prosecutors from the Johannesburg office. There were allegations that against certain prosecutors. And in an effort to salvage the case, I discussed the matter with the DPP of Pretoria and Gauteng and said, we're going to take this case out of Johannesburg and transfer jurisdiction to Pretoria, get a prosecutor from Pretoria to look at both the dockets, at all the evidence, and decide on how to proceed and unravel this total mess in this case. And so that is what happened. But that was done by the NPA in an effort to ensure that the victims in this case got justice. And it's something like that should never happen in our criminal justice system. But it did.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
South Africa is a movie.
Uyazi umkhwanazi.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Phambili mkhwanazi baba.
Honorable Paula.